The heck you guys mean I'm unmuted? I was muted. I wasn't unmuted. I was perfectly muted. What kind of bait is this? I was perfectly muted. What kind of bait? Pyro Bunny reading Kubera. It's me, Thibaut. It's me. I'm reading. I am capable of reading. Oh, brick. Oh, God. That was a brick. That was a brick. Ouchies. How does one survive these situations? And we're stretching. So the first I didn't get. Sorry, Xenon. Thank you for the stretch and for the Pets King. Hi there, everybody. Hi there. Hi there, Thibaut from YouTube side. Hi there, Xenon. Get nuzzled even if it didn't work. Hi there, Sparky. Hi there, Taco. I saw you. And hi there, Tubaru. Tuba. Why are you called Cowboy when you have Tuba in your name? Huh? Tuba was right there. The Tuba was right there. Gonna find you. And cuddle me? Gimme! Bruh. Come on. Good, what's going on here? What did you mean I was unmuted? What did you hear? What the hell did you guys hear? You said I was unmuted. Oh, did they start around? So I just started him. Bleh, 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 bleh. Oh, Kokushi's alive. I don't have these triggers. I have only lurk. I only have lurk. Oh, Mau Mau is alive. I gotta get that streak going. Can't lose my streaks. Can't lose my streaks. Gotta let that going in the background for a bit. While we yap. I don't know. You guys are always baiting me. You guys are always baiting me. So all things considered, fucking streaks, I hate them. I try to keep them up for like at least a few people. At the moment, I think I have streaks in like what 5 or 6 different places, maybe 7, until I get 4,000 points. 4,000? I have one for Mau Mau. I have one for Chiotails. I have one for Felton. I have one for Phoenix that started recently. I have one for Squiggle, for Mars. Mine for Odessa did die. Oh yeah, for Nyami I of course also have a streak. I think my streak for Pocket sadly died. Haven't raided into Pocket in a bit actually. Always did that when we played the Princess Reincarnation game, but haven't done so recently. I don't know if I still have a streak for Asu. She hasn't been streaming in recently. It's a threshold I gotta have to comfortably spend points for one card and one Pokeball throw. Because you want to have your saves. You always need to have your saves. I think a streak here died yesterday. Could be. I mean, I'm streaming daily, right? So you gotta do your daily check-ins. You gotta do your dailies. Talking about dailies, by the way, that Digimon Gacha game or like Digimon like idol game, whatever that I was playing. These guys are so stupid. Like Sparky, you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't know. You're so happy. I'm so happy you stopped playing. I don't want you to suffer. For hydrated stream progresses. If you hit a stream streak, then you will get 450 points. Hydrate. Basically, There was supposed to be an update for this Digimon game today. I downloaded it when I woke up. And since I downloaded it, it's telling me the starting message is not in English anymore, but in Japanese. It's telling me that I'm not logged in. And when I'm using my login to login, it's basically telling me the login service is not available in your region. I recently learned, I learned today when I was looking into what the issue is, they apparently accidentally uploaded the Japanese version of the game that is supposed to go into the Japanese Play Store into the global Play Store. First of all, it's weird that they have it separated into like they should have just like a language selection. Like, I don't know why they have something separated into like Japanese Play Store and global Play Store. But basically, everyone that is using an Android phone and is outside of Japan can apparently not play at the moment. Which is so funny, because that means I'm missing out on like tens of thousands, probably like maybe over tens of thousands of like the in-game currency or something. And you know just as well as I that when a gacha game gives you like your apology gems or something, oh yeah, thank you for the 100 apology gems. It's not like I would have gained 10,000 to 15,000 if I actually was able to play the game, but yeah, 100 gems, thank you very much. I don't know how you can call it a skill issue, but I know I can time you out for that. Should I? Could never be Uma Musume. Uma Musume. Ow! I don't know how you can call it a skill issue. The issue that you would need to solve super quickly. The main issue is that technically updates for apps need to be sent into like the App Store, and then it can take 1 to 2 days until the update gets like actually like accepted from the App Store so that people can like update it then. So let's say they gave this update to the global App Store like 2 days ago, and they instantly put in the right thing after noticing the mistake they did. In the worst case, it could be 2 days that this entire thing is not working. And 2 days would be horrible because the Android players would fall so far behind everyone. On top of gacha games, thoughts on an upcoming JoJo game? I have not seen anything about an upcoming JoJo game. I've not seen anything. It's a mobile game turn-based RPG slot. Turn-based RPG slot. Not turn-based RPG slot. I was thinking, what is based RPG slot? JoJo mobile game. Bizarre Adventure Golden Spirit? Why is it Golden Spirit? And... oh, this music is so going to get me demonetized instantly again. What do you mean weather system? Can I mute this somewhere? I don't see any mute button. Okay. 360 full view combat with stance. Weather system. Character specific mechanics. What the hell do you mean like, that's your big thing that you're advertising on the website? That's your big thing you're advertising for the game? That you have a weather system of like... I guess it's Pokemon Gen 3 all over again. It's Pokemon Gen 3 all over again. We have weather! Relive JoJo's iconic animations and 3D. Stand evolution. Unlock signature abilities. And we see Hermes and the Plankton Girl and Jolene. 50 plus characters. Legends unite for fate. 50 plus characters is really not the big amount that they're making it out to be. 50 plus is supposed to be like an impressive amount. 50 plus is supposed to be an impressive... I don't know. Strategy wins. Build your dream team. I don't know, man. Foo Fighters. I mean, that's like everyone. I mean, depends how much more than 50 plus it is. Like, I know, I can see in this image that there are some very weird people. Like, in the image that you can see here, it basically shows, like... I don't even know who some of these people are. Like, there's, I think this is Straizo. Then you have, not Zeppeli. What's the stupid guy's name that everyone that laughs so much? Speedwagon. And then there's some old person that I have no idea who it is. Welcome in, Louis. Welcome in. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Oh yeah, go get him Pearl Jam, make their food good. Old person? Okay, I'll probably be a healer. Oh, for sure I'll be a healer. 50 can be okay depending on how the gameplay works. It can be okay, but like... I feel like it's not that much. And of course, also considering that depending on what kind of game it is, like in Uma Musume, even like the 1-star characters can be upgraded into like 5 stars and they're completely the same as if you were to actually pull for a 3-star character. But in most games, like the R or SR cards are completely irrelevant and it's only about the SSR to begin with. So like if freaking 30 out of those 50 are R and SR cards, Umas also each have a story mode and a story for the old, yeah. If each of these R and SR characters are taking up like 30 slots already, or maybe even 40 slots. But okay, let's look at this. I don't know, I don't remember who this guy is, the blonde guy. Who was that again? I can show my screen, give me a second. Game overlay. By the way, this is the wrong screen. You're not supposed to see that one. You're supposed to see this one. There. What's up? Hi there, Stepan. Hi, hi. I was talking about this old person here. I don't know who this old person is. Jotaro Mista Polnar Josuke Foo Fighters, or maybe Weather Report. I don't know who this old person is. And I recognize this person, but I really cannot pinpoint who they are. I also cannot pinpoint who this is. I think they are from Stone Ocean, but I cannot pinpoint who they are. I know these are Vento Aureo characters, but I don't recognize them either. I just don't recognize some of these guys. I don't know, Caesar is interesting. I might go with Koichi if I'm actually downloading this to begin with. I might go with Joseph, Jotaro. I might try to, like they talk about, you see how this slide here says, Stand Evolution, and this one says, Strategy wins, and then here, Combat with Stance. Okay, what if I decide to make a team out of, Zeppeli, Caesar, Joseph Part 2, Jonathan Part 1, and then some other like non-stand users. In this stand game, I'm going to make a non-stand team. I'm going to make myself the Hamon team. Okay, guy all the way to the left was the first villain Part 4. Oh, is that the dad? No. First villain Part 4. No idea. Old guys from Part 6. Oh, now I know. Now I know. It's the Kung Fu guy, right? It was a Kung Fu kind of guy, I think, something like that. I don't know. I remember something dragon. Something dragon. Angelo? Angelo Jojo. That's not Angelo. Oh no, he looks different. He has gray hair in the anime, but he has red hair in this like colored picture. Yeah, this I guess this is Angelo. Yep. But like all things considered, like I don't know what 50 plus means, because if we go into a random document page, make a new page. Dragon's Dream was the Kung Fu guy, I think. Like, if we just count... Okay, Jonathan. Zeppeli. Is it? I don't even know what his Zeppeli name was. Dio Part 1. Then we need to have... We know we have Speedwagon. I don't know if Irina... Was Irina her name? I don't know if we will have an Irina, like, support card or something. Can use Stone Angelo. Can you see the names? You can't. Let me write them in spaces a bit more in the center so you can see them. Who else was relevant, like, in part 1? Like, there's these two antagonistic guys that were supposed to be, like... I guess Strizo could be put here. We could also do Joseph part 2 if we're just continuing on. We need to have Caesar. Bruford. I think that was the guy that I was thinking of, yeah. Bruford and the other guy. There was somebody else. Bruford. Technically, you could also talk about... It's Will A. Zeppeli. Will A. Zeppeli. Then there was also technically... Tarkus was the other guy. Like, if we're including, like, all kinds of people, then Tarkus and Bruford should be in there. And also, like, the main vampire subordinate of Dio. Like, the guy that was carrying him around when he was just a head. Like... I don't know this guy's name. I don't remember that guy's name for real. Vampire Lackey, I don't know. Like that guy for sure though. Part 2 has the dog is not worth to get a support character. Joseph, Caesar, Lisa. Then we must get Cars, ACDC. I don't know if you write him like that. What were the other two Pillarman's name? The dog that was like the first enemy and the other one. Vamu. Wang Chan was the vampire guy. Wang Chan. Santana, right? Santana. Are they actually writing him as ACDC or didn't they write him like somewhere like that? I don't remember. I don't know who else was there in part 2. Like if there's like an arena like support thing, then they also must add what was the name of Joseph's first and which should have been only wife. Suzy Q. I guess Smokey would be like a random support character as well that is like relevant enough to get a support thing. Just like Bunny Thumping Foot. Stroheim. Oh my god, the German guy, yeah. Was it Stromheim? Stronheim Jojo? Stroheim. If they add random characters, because this is like actually like more important characters, it would be like the freaking orangutan. But the orangutan is part 3. I think this is part 2. I think this is almost everything that I can remember from part 2. Besides Strizo had like a partner as well. Strizo, Comrade. What was this guy's name? Strizo had a partner that who were the guys? Let's be real. Do you think they will add the Hammond tutors? I mean, I think they will add Dyer and Strizo. I don't think they will add Messina and Loggins. But if they want our characters, Messina and Loggins are like the easiest to add. Like, if they add like, I'm not going to add them on the list, but I'm going to add Dyer on the list for sure. like Dyer was relevant enough in the duo fights that if you're reliving like the I mean, sure, we can also just do like the main characters, but then then where do we make the line in main characters? Like, we know Strizo is in the game, we don't know if Dyer is in the game. We're pretty sure that, like, from these, I'm pretty sure that, like, I guess Irina and Suzy Q and Smokey are a bit unsure, but I pretty much am certain that Stroheim would need to be in there. Like, I think that these are very much guaranteed. Like, these are the main people. These are the main people. Like, main team and main antagonist. If we go main team part 3, we go Jotaro, Joseph part 3, Kakyoin, Avdol, Polnareff, Iggy, Santana might, I guess, if we only do the like real, like Stroheim for sure. Stroheim 100%, but Santana maybe not as much. These guys, and then Kawabachi port for Jono. What the hell? What the hell? I think that basically all the tarot card characters, tarot card stands, will be added. Greyfly, maybe not. I'm pretty sure that... I don't even remember this guy. Okay, maybe they won't all get added. But Whole Horse, 100%. Enya the Hag has to be in there. That's like the guys I say 100% need to be in there. Says Evolve Stance, so will we need to like actually Kira or Pucci? Probably not. Probably not. It probably just means like upgraded or something. It's just a fancy term. It's just a fancy term. As you can see, it basically just means like level up like the main skill, level up the other skill, level up the ability. It's like unlock signature. It's really going to be like just your standard upgrading thing. I don't remember so many of these people. You're crazy. Then stands Egyptian gods. I am pretty sure that Endul will, like, okay, maybe if we're really only doing like the big guys, then I am pretty sure that at least one Darby is going to be added. I won't even specify who, but I'm just writing down one Darby. I can do the thing that annoys me with making them separate characters. Like, Endul seems to be important enough to me, and Alessi seems important enough to me. I hate those names, by the way. What do you mean? Endul, Alessi. Summon animation being Darby older. Do they have Darby older? Don't see any Darby here. I don't know who that green hair down here is. Oingo and Boingo must be in there as well, because they are really popular characters. Let's ignore everyone else here. And then there's also Vanilla. Like, I'm going to add Pet Shop, because if we add Iggy, then Pet Shop must also be there. And then Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice 100% must be in there. And that's part 3. Like, that's part 3, I guess. Part 4 stands. Okay, I don't know the character's name anymore. We need to have Josuke. We need to have Okoyasu. We need to have did I just say Koichi? Koichi. We need to have we know we have Angelo. We know we have Angelo. There's gonna be 3 Koichi. Tonio is we know as well. It depends on how they do like the stand evolution thing actually, like for the different acts of Koichi. Heaven's Door was Rohan, right? I just forgot his name. Rohan. Kira Yoshikage. Kira, of course, as well. I just said, Bun Bun. What do you mean? What you just said? That's. I mean, with the evolutions, yes. It depends on how they do it. It depends on how they do it. Either they're going to do the thing where it's going to be different characters, which you hate, or it's going to be where it's one character. I'm going to ignore. If Yukako is not in there, that's stupid. Yukako needs to be in there. Just like Red Hot Chili Pepper needs to be in there. Akira, I'm just writing down Red Hot Chili Pepper. Red Hot Chili Pepper. Let's ignore Red. Harvest. Shigekyo needs to be in there as well. Shigekyo. Aqua Necklace is the Angelo guy, so like I already wrote him down. Highway Star Yuya also needs to be added for sure. Yuya. Might be even the stand Evo, even though you said otherwise when I said it. Definitely putting the red. Oh, 100% the red. Which one? What? Oh, it's just called. It's just yeah. Okay. I was not sure that from the name red. I'm going to ignore some others. I don't even remember Enigma. I don't remember Enigma in the slightest. Oh, they're also for sure going to add Joseph Part 4. I wrote down Highway Star, I think, with Yuya. I wrote down Yuya. I can write down Highway Star so that some of these names are easier to remember. I feel like Stray Cat 100% needs to be added as well. Who the hell is... Oh, that's like the redesign thing. I don't even remember that this guy had a stand. What was Earth, Wind, and Fire? What was Enigma doing? Tomoko into paper. Oh, it's the thing where people turn into paper. Where the meme comes from with the gun from the paper. Can I is this then? You can state it. I know he's the alien dude, but I wasn't sure like what his ability was. I don't remember seeing this for some reason. I completely forgot this ability. I don't know what the baby would do, so I'm ignoring it, but I'm going to add Stray Cat for sure. Oops. Stray Cat, 100%. Stray Cat. And I guess that's like the ones that I see as like the main relevant ones of this arc. Part 5. Up in the air whether he can do that as an alien or if it's a stand. So we need to do Jojo. Bucciarati. I think that's how you write him. No, there's an I missing in here. Bucciarati. I don't remember the names fully. Abbacchio. Mista. Narancia. Fugo. Trish Una. He's probably, I don't know. Trish Una. I don't know who. The turtle doesn't need to be added. Diavolo for sure. Diavolo. Let's ignore Soft Machine. Let's ignore Metallica. Risotto needs to be added for sure. Risotto Nero. Man in the Mirror, I think, I don't know. I don't know which of these would be good to be added. I guess they need to add Polnareff Part 5. Little Feet? I don't remember what Little Feet did. Neither do I need to. Neither do I remember what some of these other guys did. Filthy X at a reasonable price. Little Feet shrinks when cut. Is Formaggio really that relevant that he could be in like added instantly? Like if we're just going with the basic, like the truly like first important characters. Man, I wish there were more like armored guys like Oasis and White Album. It's just like all spoilers but with little context. You know what? I'm fine with this list. I am fine with this list of part 5. BIG is gonna be in it. BIG? You know what? Sure. If you say that, I'm gonna add the BIG randomly in there. BIG. Do you think they will have a Koichi Part 5? I don't think it's worth it to have a Koichi Part 5. Part 6, we will have Joliner, I guess. I guess we can have Jotaro Part 6. Somehow Emporio must be in there. Hermes, of course, needs to be in there. Foo Fighters needs to be in there for sure. Weather Report needs to be in there. Anasui must be in there as well. Then I'm writing down Whitesnake because I'm going to split him up actually. I'm going to split up his 3 into actually 3 different ones. Because I feel like these 3 are actually 3 different ones. Like, for these 3, I'm actually going to say that they are 3 different ones. While with, like, Koichi, I feel like... With Koichi, I feel like they might just do 1. But I don't know. That makes me so much more difficult, gambling-wise. Why is Dio here again? There's no reason why we would get Dio Part 6. Dio appeared in flashbacks, but it's like completely irrelevant. We know that I think Dragon's Dream was the character that Dragon's Dream was the character that we saw in like the pulling thing. This guy here. Wait, who are these guys? I forgot their names. Who are these 2 guys? These are our Part 5 characters. Who were they? Coco Jumbo. Is that Sale? The blonde guy, I think, wasn't that like the Grateful Dead? Prosciutto? Yeah. They didn't add Pesky? Nah, Pesky must be in there. Sorry, Pesky and Prosciutto, yeah. Pesky and Prosciutto. Craftwork? I guess that's Saleh. I think they do look similar enough. This guy and like the hair, like this guy here. This guy, that's Saleh. That's Saleh for sure. So it's Craftwork. Meaning that there's at least... Who is this guy? Illuso, Formaggio, Melone, Squalo. Squalo! That's Squalo. That's the shark guy? They have the shark guy in the game? They have the shark guy in the game? The shark guy? I think we'll get Yo-Yo Ma. Which season was Yo-Yo Ma? 6? Yeah. I have no idea. I think we will get Bohemian Rhapsody. I think we will get Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know about Planet Waves. Kenzo is in the game. Like, to be honest, if they add Kenzo, I feel like they add every single character. If they add freaking Kenzo and freaking Saleh and stuff, then I feel like all of these characters that have stands are going to be in the game. Like, if they add these characters, they 100% will add all these other characters as well. There's no way they're going to add... Oh, I mean, they will rename it probably. Like, what was Bohemian Rhapsody called in the anime? What was it called in the anime? Bohemian Ecstatic. They will just use Bohemian Ecstatic. With the summons. I mean, they will just be like in the series, you know, with like the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio. I don't know how they will do it. When is this game coming out? Oh, old Joseph is an SR. Joseph Part 3 is an SR character. How is he an SR character? God, he's only an SR character? I'm going to my app store at the moment as well, so I am going to like pre-register for the game. If I can do it already, I guess. Oh no! Oh no! I cannot do that. What is the game called? JoJo Bizarre Adventure. There it is. JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Why can I can already pre-install it? Okay. I only heard about it now. Okay, so on this picture on the App Store, we see all the main antagonists and we see all of the main JoJos. On this image, we see Bucciarati, Will A. Zeppeli, Avdol. Like, Will A. Zeppeli is an SR only as well. My Hammond plans are probably going to fall down. Caesar. Oh god, I'm seeing the German screenshots. I just noticed. Kinoreife Standkämpfe. Verschiedene Spielmodi. So at least model-wise, they're showing Endduel, and who is that? Right side. Maybe this will be the gacha game my phone can finally handle. Who knows? So I'm seeing... What is the name of Okuyasu's brother? Part 4. Is that Bad Company? Yeah, it's Bad Company is for sure in the game, because I see his character model in one of the play modes. then I need to go into part 3 stands again. Because there's... I don't know, who is that guy? Is that Anubis? It seems like a guy is pulling out a sword. Like, I want to see, like, the first human that used Anubis. How did he look? Who was the first guy that... This guy. Chaka? Oh yeah, this is Chaka. I think this guy is in the game. Like, I'm seeing him here on, like, the App Store images. I'm seeing, like, the panel where it's, like, different play modes. And it's showing, like, a level 20 fight against somebody, level 40, level 60, level 80. And for level 40, it's Okoyasu's brother and Angelo. On level 20, it's Endul and I think a guy pulling out a sword. So I think it's Chaka. They might need to add Anubis. They always bring Anubis. So Anubis. Then there's Bucciarati, and I think this is just Zipperman. Yes, just Sticky Fingers. And who is that from part 6? That's the old man and somebody else. Quest? No. 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 Who the hell is Guccio? Holy shit, that is Gollum. Oh, I think it's him. The green baby. I feel like all the Dio kids are going to be added for sure. Oh yeah, it's this guy. This guy is added in the game. Viviana Westwood. That guy's in the game. Or girl? Woman? Muscular man. I don't know. It's Jojo. How would I know? His stand was what? His stand was Planet Waves. Planet Waves. In this screenshot... Okay, in this screenshot I can see a few more characters. Lisa, as we said, is in the game. And then there are 2 other characters I can see in this screenshot that we have not added to the list yet. One is a part 6 character, but I need to know their name. It's Gwes with Goo Goo Dolls is in the game. Goo Goo Dolls is in the game. And from part 3, there's the Maria. Maria? Is it Maria? And you see like the different coloring. Oh yeah, it's Maria. Maria is in the game. With Busted. Busted is in the game. I have no idea how Busted is going to work, but she's in the game. I'm seeing her here. I'm seeing her here. And this is not... This for sure is a part 6 kid. Who is that guy? Is that Donatello? No, it doesn't look like Donatello. I cannot recognize this guy. It's not Ungalo. It's not her. It's not the green baby. Who is that guy? That looks like... It looks like a Dio kid. I guess it could also be a very, very bad resolution picture of Kira, but then it would look horrible. I don't know if you guys go in the App Store, if you see the exact same images as me. Like, for the people in Europe, most likely. But there's... On that one slide where it's like, create your ultimate team. Or like your dream team. It's showing us a fight between Lisa, Guess, Hermes, Maria versus one guy. It's like a women's squad against one guy. And I don't know who that one guy is. I don't know who that one guy is. Okay, but that's like the bare minimum amount of characters that we can say need to be added. That's like the bare minimum amount of characters that we say are in this game. Who is he fighting against here? I know who he's fighting against. Afto is fighting against somebody here, but it could be random NPC. You can see him here cooking. You can see Shigekyo here, and then there's this guy from part 4. What is his name, and do I have him already added? Who is this guy here again? That is not bad company. This guy here is not bad company. This guy here is bad company. I'm meaning the purple-haired guy here. Is that Red Hot Chili Pepper? That's Red Hot Chili Pepper, okay. We can see Polpo here. And if he's shown here, it would be kind of weird for Polpo to not be in the game as well. Polpo with Black Sabbath. Polpo. Foo Fighters, Hermes, Jolene, Pucci. Yeah, I think we added everyone that is pretty much guaranteed to be in this thing. Everyone that is pretty much guaranteed to be in this thing. And with that, we are already at 74 characters. 74 is... Well, actually it's 73, but whatever. 73 is more than 50. But, like... Do you truly believe it's only these guys? Because we really only chose, like, the more relevant guys and the confirmed guys. I feel like they literally have every single character from every single part in the game. And then who are they going to add in the future? I guess when Steel Ball Run is over, they can add the Steel Ball Run characters, but... Will they only add, like, random like, outfits for characters of, like, Jotaro in a freaking pajama? I don't know. Other parts are domestic, not age-wise. Maybe. Obviously, Old Man Joseph is separated. Yeah, because he has a stand. The question is, are they going to... I feel like Joseph Part 3 and 4 are also going to be different characters. So, also Polnareff Part 3 and 5 will be different characters. They don't need to add Flashback Joseph because we get Part 2 Joseph just like that. I just think they're going to add every character, to be honest. Like, if like Kraftwerk is here, they're for sure going to add just every single character. We're just going to get all of them. Like, there is a limited amount of JoJo characters that they can use. So, sooner or later, we will have every single character in the game. The question is also, how predatory will this thing be to Part 2 Flashback Joseph, Pyro, like Child Joseph? Oh, nah, that's useless. That's a useless character slot. Like, I have no idea how this... We can see that they're filling up some sort of rush meter. Cool. I don't know what 360-degree full view combat stands. Like, why is that exciting? Why is weather system like one of your big points? We can see Tonio cooking here. We can see him drink piss. We can see that there are rewards with hearts, some gems, and some gold, which can be here. We get coins, we get Stone of Destiny, we get Astro Gem, some trial keys, and some cards. So what is... So like... Is this the summon currency? Is this the summoning currency? Is this the summoning currency? It wasn't a fighting game though. Don't be angry at me. Not my fault. That's stupid. Get your brick away from me. I will get you. I will get you. Ow! Gotcha in a dozen currencies. It's a pain, it's a pain, it's a pain. But we're technically in a Kubera stream. We spent the past 5 minutes making this. Okay, we're like 70 characters at least. No Kubera. Nah, frick you, we're going Kubera. Kubera. So let the music play through one last time. What did you make, Sparkies? Bro thinks he's on the team. I actually like Anubis. I just like swords. I just like swords. Can't wait to see some characters die again. Again, and again, and again. And then again. Diablo-like? Yeah. Pretty much every game. I have not played many JoJo games. I've been part of 2 different JoJo D&Ds, and they both sucked arse. Both sucked arse. One was made by a guy that just didn't have much DMing experience, but like his story concept sounded cool, so I wanted to try it with him. I gave him advice and other things, but it just didn't turn out good. Because why not? And the other one was the only time I ever played Theater of Mind. The only time I ever played Theater of Mind. Because Theater of Mind is not for me. I do not like Theater of Mind. For you people that do not know what I mean by that, there's infinite ways to play D&D, but there's basically like 2 main ways. One way, the way I always play, is that you do it with maps. So you're on Roll20 or some other kind of service, and it's basically you have your map in front of you, you move your character on the map, and you work that way so that you know how far the character is away from an enemy. You do it so that you can explore things on the map, you do it for XYZ. And Theater of the Mind is basically that everything is just done in the mind. Everything is just done in the mind. How far is the enemy away? Well, how far do you think he is away? I want to know what is around me, and then the DM needs to describe everything to you, because they cannot just say, look around the map, this is actually what is around you. And the worst part from my experience with with Theater of the Mind, it's basically only rolling and talking. It's only rolling and talking. And is that Kubera by any chance? It's Kubera! It's Kubera! Episode 101. Words that never reached you. That's me when I'm not going to read Kubera today. Words that never reached you, guys. Using your imagination like that. I can understand it to a degree. Like, not everything needs to be a map. Like, sometimes you can also just, like, be like, I don't have a map for this, but this is basically what's going on. Because sometimes you just don't have, like, a specific idea and cannot find a map for that specific idea. But I prefer primarily map play. And my one worst experience with the Theater of Mind JoJo campaign was basically, I was supposed to be a ranged character. My stand ability was kind of like similar to Rohan Kishibe, that it's like supposed to be on writing, that I basically like said or wrote, like I wrote words in like the air, like that were supposed to be like attached to other characters that were like buffs. Like I just write the word fast, fire, or whatever, and like that gets like applied to a character, and that's like a buff that they gain or something, or an effect that gets put on the enemy or the surrounding area or whatever. And because I was a supporter and a ranged fighter, I basically always made sure to stay in the distance. I always made sure to stay further away. Like when we started fighting, I basically said I'm going to be behind everyone in a safe distance. And there was like there was one fight that basically made me break out and say, nah, I'm out here, because I was always like, I want to be in a safe distance away, and so that the frontliners can fight against the enemy and I can support them. And then when it was the enemy's turn, the GM was always like, okay, and he's going to attack Pyro. I'm like, huh, but I'm far away. Well, he moved to you. But I made sure that I moved far away so that nobody could attack me and I could support my teammates. Nah, he moved to you. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to move out of his way so that he cannot reach me anymore. And then like next turn, he moved to Pyro and attacks him. Like, I was so targeted for some reason. It didn't even make any sense that I was targeted, because I wasn't a threat. Like, there was another character that was like supposed to be like the Joestar of our team, and he was like the main damage dealer as well, and he didn't get targeted, but for some reason the support writer in the background always got targeted. So like, dude, that was so annoying. But basically, to show that to you as well, sorry Kubera people, we are 1 hour in. We will JoJo D&D. Let me find that. Is that still the right website? It is the right website. It's the right website. I don't know if they updated it. When did they last update it? Human, rock human, pillar human, cyber, ghost. Animal, rock animal, living chimera, living stand, plant. Like, how the hell are you going to play as a... Some of these things are stupid. Saying where having a visible map seems very important, considering how the characters use the environment in the manga. Some of these for sure I would not allow. Some of these things are... Like, this system also is like... I like this system, but I also was like, when I was working with them for a bit, I was like, I would rework XYZ because I really don't think this is working. Like, I would probably say that all of my players are just humans. Gonna lurk now. Okay, lurk your work. Let's play twins, and one of the twins was a giant ship-sized flying crab. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy, man. What do you get? Bound powers. Oh yeah, you can be different kind of ghosts. You can be a bound ghost, which bound ghosts are forever tied to a particular item or place. How can it work if a player character is bound to one particular place? How could they? Like, you wouldn't need to make the entire campaign in one city. You need to make the entire campaign in one city. Which is like not impossible, but it's like super limiting. Poltergeist. Puppeteer. That's not even JoJo. Revenant. How do you place a plant? How do you play as a plant? You're entirely immobile, unable to move on your own. Hey, huh? How do you... I have no idea. Did they buff Ripple? Okay, so the Ripple unarmed strike. I don't know what the difference is. The Ripple unarmed strike is 2d12 at the end. If you're a power type stand... Oh right, it was that broken. How did it work again? My favorite species to play, regular plant. How did this work again? You had power equals your strength times 4. I forgot how this system worked. It's been so long. It's been years. They had stand rules here. Strength is the conversions. Damage reduction, stand movement, abilities and stand energy, attacking. Your stand's normal melee attack, typically punches, are determined similarly to regular attacks. Roll a d20 and add the power or precision mod of your stand and your proficiency bonus. The amount of damage dealt is based off of your stand's attack dice plus your power, not precision mod. For users, the total speed score is one more attack that a stand of the user may perform each round, with a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 10. Stands are just, like, in this system, stands are so much stronger than spin or this is some of these things are things I worked on. Some of these things are stuff that I worked on in the past. Wait, they made classes for, like, people that are just humans and don't use Ripple and stuff. I was like, this thing, I don't know when this thing exactly started, but when this thing was still way younger in its, like, process, I was like, I joined the server because I was playing this thing, and together with a friend, we basically gave them a whole bunch of, like, ideas to work on. So we weren't really part of this, like, the team that was really working on it, but, like, we made, like, multiple posts of, like, hey, we worked on this, I think these are good ideas that could be added to the system. And I can see that some of these things did get added to the system. I'm probably going to, like, I guess it's just going to make sense if, like, if I ever were to make a campaign on this, it would be that everyone would be playing a stand user. Even if I like the Ripple and Spin more, it's like either everyone is a stand user or everyone is a Ripple or Spin user. No idea. No idea. My work in this thing is, like, very minor. My work in that thing is very minor. Right, there's a maintenance natus. Give me a second, gotta check that, huh? That's from 6 PM? That was an hour ago. Emergency maintenance to apply the version 1.2.4 update. And it's probably going to end when? Midnight? 15 UTC 9. Oh, they're starting the emergency thing tomorrow. They're starting it tomorrow 5 AM. No, they're starting it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what time that is. UTC plus 9. UTC. I need, like, UTC plus 9. I don't know. But they're going to start that UTC plus 9 because UTC time now is 2 hours behind me. So this is 7 hours ahead of me. So if it starts at 13, it starts at 20 my time. And if it ends at 50, it approximately ends around 22 my time. So, because I cannot play right now. And they're only going to make that emergency update tomorrow around that time. I won't be able to play tomorrow or as well. von dem Tweet gemacht wird, dann können wir quasi morgen auch nicht spielen, wenn es funny. 2 days. Popping in to wish you all a good time and a great stream. Bye everybody. Bye bye Sergeant. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in. Digimon down. It's also nice. We hope you continue to enjoy Digimon Up. I cannot play the game. I cannot play the game. Holy sheesh. Holy sheesh, that's stupid. Anyways, Kubera! Kubera! Or does anyone want to distract me again? Does anyone want to distract me one more time? Maintenance put the Japanese game in international servers. Anyone want to distract me one more time before we get into Kubera? Any questions for me? Any questions? Like, about the weather? About my dreams, my aspirations. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Considering that you are asking me that, I haven't touched Dragon Ball Reborn since the last stream for it. So it's been these are my final words. Since the last stream, so I'm still like level what 31 or 30ish on Dragon Ball Reborn. So like. But I'm like not in any rush to like hit max level. Like I do not even care enough to hit max level. Like I enjoy the game, I enjoy the community, but it's just like a lot of work to grind, especially if I only do it on stream. The Dragon Ball TTRPG like testing session seems to not going to be able to work. Kubera, you're also part of that chat on my Discord. It just seems that time-wise we're not aligning. A pastime activity, yeah. It just seems that the 4 people and me that got together, like our times won't line up so that we cannot play together. The only option that we really have is to go play by play with like text roleplay, text gameplay, where I basically post an image of the map, tell them, okay, this is the current thing. And then I post an updated image when the enemy character... I post an updated image whenever a character moves or something. And we go play by play. That's the only way it's maybe going to work out. But that, of course, is going to take way longer than if we were to play, like, IRL, like, not IRL, but, like, you know, play in call. It's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying because I want to test the system. Even though I do think the system is working properly, I want to have a test run. Yeah, so that's a bit troublesome. How do you feel about Steel Run? Steel Run is one of my favorites, for sure. I think we talked about that in DMs at some point. I'm not watching the anime. I just haven't been watching any anime in general, basically. Barely been watching any anime. Okay, but with that being said, is there any other distraction? Any other distraction? Anyone want to distract me? Anyone want to distract me? Okay, we're reading now. We're going to read 5 chapters. With this, you have given your oath to each other's soul, that you will share the joys, sorrows, and sufferings of eternal life. The binding of the souls shall hold true until the end of the universe, as long as you love each other above all else. We have an eternity ahead of us. Are you sure you love only me, Agni? She looks so innocent here. Of course, aren't you the same? Well, be good and we'll see. What? Wait, did you hear what you just said? Oi, Yama, if she gives an answer like that, is the betrothal still valid? I'm busy, go have your lover's tip somewhere else. I feel like I've been cheated. Now that I think about it, I think I'm the only one that said I love you. Agni, didn't you hear the conditions of the betrothal? Even if I don't say it, as long as the betrothal is valid, you know. But I want you to hear you say it. I want you to tell me you love me more than anyone else. Just once. Come on, come on. You're such a big baby. Don't be so gross. TT. Okay, Agni, pay attention. I'm only going to say it once. And those are the words that never reached you. The words that never reached Agni, that his lover loved him. It's been a whole day since Theo and Sierra disappeared. The temple is in a panic, but they're keeping quiet so that the rest of the city doesn't find out. Has this been reported to God Agni? Theo and Sierra are priests. Can God Agni help us find them? He's out there looking right now. What do we do, Theo? Don't cry, Elwyn. They'll turn up soon. Irie, do you know anything? I know you've seen Theo a couple of times recently. She went to find you herself when normally she can't stand the sight of you. What exactly did the two talk about? Sorry, what we discussed was private. But I doubt it has anything to do with this. Really? Can you be sure? Let's go and look for her ourselves. I know even God Agni hasn't been able to find her, but you never know. Yes, the temple wants to keep us quiet, so let's keep our search party small. Is this everything from Kali Bloom? Yes, there's nothing that addressed to you or God Chandra. All of it is everyday stuff. That's strange. If my letter has been read by Brilith or God Agni, there should be a reply. If not about the weapon, at least about Claude regaining consciousness. What's preventing them from responding? It's Sierra. Claude! For God's sake, you scared me. You have that exchange diary with Irie, don't you? Have you written since you woke up? Of course, it's been a whole day and she still hasn't checked. A whole day? Has it happened before? Well, sometimes when she's like busy, like during her university exams. What exactly could be keeping the Altera Magic Guild president busy when she's in Kali Bloom? Huh? Why is Irie in Kali Bloom? Did I not say? You didn't! What? Why would she go there? Her only brother was lying unconscious. Why would she go to Kali Bloom instead of coming here? She was here looking after you at first. Apparently she read a note that you left for her, and then left for Kali Bloom in a hurry. A note that I left? What? I don't remember doing that. Go, Claude. Go. Claude no longer needs to fulfill his oracle, so this maze-like unconscious is unnecessary. I will take back the oracle I gave him, and with it, this darkness in his mind. So this is what the divinity meant. They have discarded the original pawn, and given me a weapon to make me their new pawn. Then what did they want to achieve through Claude? And what will it mean for me to achieve it instead? It was Asha that attacked, I'm certain! Yes, it's too much of a coincidence that Asha's existence becomes stable since the attack. If as Lee says, Asha has the Vajra, and the power she stole from Saha, it wouldn't be impossible for her to create that magical attack. She fused Hoti Shurya and Hoti Indra to increase the distance, and used the Hoti Indra amplifying powers of the Vajra. And Asha has an incredibly high divine affinity as well. She had plenty of opportunities to kill me 7 years ago. Why now? It's true that Agni is much stronger now because of my increased vigor. If Asha decided that Agni and I might get in the way of her plans... Wait, I can't get my head around all these bombshells. So Saha's real name was Kubera, and Asha can steal the power of Kuberas. 7 years ago, only one more Kubera had to die to allow Ananta's resurrection. So Asha killed Saha. But how did Asha know all of this? And how exactly is she able to steal power? She would have received the right to do so from a divinity that had power over names. What? Why would any god do that? Asha killed innocent humans and stole their power. She was helping the Shuras becoming more powerful. And you think a god was helping her? No way! The idea alone is blasphemous. You're a priestess. How can you be saying all this so calmly? Oh, come on, Rana. Don't be like that. We all know that the gods are just some people. I feel like Rana is like the only one still believing in gods. And the betrothal between Agni and Brilliant seems to still be active to this day. What do you think that means? Technically, considering the words that were said, it means that at least some part of Brilith, or whatever her real name was, still loves him, right? Some part seems to still love him. Yes, Rana, you're right, but what about Kali, who's causing the Taraka situation right now? Ah, right, it could have been Kali. So all the other gods are protecting us from Kali, right? Miss Lise, can we talk alone for a second? Just as you are unable to say what you want to say, I'm in a similar position, Miss Lise. It's not that I'm physically unable to voice it like you are, but I would be inviting resistance from the faithful. And even if a few people believe me, it's something bad about the gods, isn't it? You could tell me. I know how frustrating it is to have no one to talk to. Well, I don't know if I can do anything to help you apart from listen, but I can empathize and be angry. To me, the average god is a bully. Huh? Why are you smiling? Because you're so much like my old companions. So I'm not going to tell you. I don't want your end to resemble theirs. I mean, in this life, she's Brilith. Just call her Brilith. As long as the story calls her Brilith, I will call her Brilith. When the story starts calling her Angela, I will start calling her Angela. I'm giving you the keys since it's you, Miss Agwen, but be careful. He's sleeping a lot more than he used to. He's also a lot more violent when anyone wakes him up. Okay, I think that's enough for today. We reached the end of our Kubera reading session for the day. I really can't go on. It's so hard to read. Man, it's just, I cannot continue. Holy sheesh, this chapter was so long. There was so much information. I just cannot go on. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I will be calling Angela. Brilith lived many lives, even when she was still an ancient human. Angela is judging you harshly. Aye, so next week will be longer then, right? Nah, next week we're skipping actually. Who became betrothed was shorter and more petite than Brilith is now. I'm just saying that she was small at the time of the betrothal, but she looked different when she first met Agni. You'll just want Asha to reappear in the story already, huh? But when she does, then what? Then what, huh? My brain doesn't have enough energy to come up with any theories. Also, I'd like to applaud Kurrigan for amazing stories, strategic use of characters. The comment was deleted. Can't believe we're already in 2019. Look at this. 2019. We're already in April 2019. D1000, also called N0. What? Mom? Is Dad asleep? Did you forget that we're meeting my boyfriend's parents today? Everyone's waiting outside. What about his earring? He doesn't have it on. Then leave him. He needs to catch up on his sleep. Just 7 more years to catch up with. 2019 was 7 years ago. My god. So that was before the apocalypse thing happening, the cataclysm. The whole thing going down. Because the mom is still alive. And she still has a boyfriend. I'm going to introducing Pyro to her parents. And Zero was the cataclysm year. But this is before the cataclysm. This is before the cataclysm. This is N0, but it's still before cataclysm. I'm sure. Then leave him. He needs to catch up on his sleep. Can we just wake him up if we try shaking him, right? Agwen, I had to retire as a fighter because once my limb had been replaced, I could not fight as I once used to. Did she try to wake up her husband and lost one of her limbs or multiple? Why are you bringing that up again? You said it 100 times before. You were injured by an evil Shura. I lied. It was a half, not a Shura. The only dragon half on this planet. Why does she look so old? I guess she could be very old if she is like... If like Kazak and her got Agwen rather late. And Agwen here already looks like... Agwen is a... I don't know how old Agwen is right now. Nor how old Agwen here was. But her mother looks like really... Like, these lines look like really old. Don't believe the illusion created by the earring, Agwen. He can never be a true father to you. He's really a vicious, terrible monster. A monster. He's just a... Mom, did you not take your pills again? I told you to take this medication at the same time every day. Please listen to me. You're only going to get worse like this. Ah, let me live out my life to the end without being killed by that monster. If that happens, my poor daughter, how will she get over the pain? Stop that. Come on, take these and go back to sleep. I'll push the meeting back to another date. We can... Dad? And that's the cataclysm. That's when the cataclysm happened and when he killed his wife? You know, Dad, do you ever dream? If you do, are Mom and I there? Me, Mom, and the fake self made by your earring all laughing together? Oh, he has his earring back? I thought the earring was broken. I thought, like, the earring was broken with Utah. She said those were new earrings, right? Presumably not the same. Where did she say new earrings? I don't remember anything about new earrings. Aquan's mom was just prop old. I don't remember if she was a quarter or pure blood. Presumably not the same, yeah. Let's look at what's the day when Casa killed her mom and boyfriend and a lot of her friends. But not her though. That's important. If you break your earrings, you can buy new ones, Pyro. I actually thought they were like some sort of high-grade item that, that was like not easy to obtain, or maybe that was like one of a kind or something. But I'm not sure. The original ones were god-level items of Vishnu. Yeah, so, yeah, right? You cannot buy new earrings, huh? If you cannot just buy new god-level Vishnu items. What's wrong with you? I guess Thibaut is just that rich that he has God Vishnu on like his like private number and can be like, yo, Vishnu, my bro, can I get some new earrings really made? Can I get some other God level items really quickly made? Oh, payment? Oh, you owe me. Remember that time when I made you a sandwich? Right, give me your God level items. Rich Sarah might be able to do, to be honest. Got a new earring since I saw you last. This is... now she's saying it's new. What false personality does this one create? Dad! Otivayu. Remember the time when I talked about Rule 34 to Pyro? Average friends asking for favors. It's way worse. What Agni didn't make it... wait, what? Agni didn't make it sound this serious. It's way worse than I expected. Poti Brahma. Going to try speaking to him again and run if it doesn't work. Dad, wake up! Don't you recognize me? Princess? So he did recognize her. They're probably not inside the Forest of Chaos, right? If even God Agni couldn't find them, they can't be near the city. You owe me, Vishnu. Sometimes you never know. I don't think God Agni would have combed through the entire forest. What? Half? Where's this sponsor? Oh, look at the boy. Who was it again? Is that Clove Cloche? I think that's a Clove Cloche brother-sister duo. Wanting near the city without a sponsor, are you? Okay, yeah. This is what Sagra said to do, right? You aren't playing one of your tricks. What is this slop I'm seeing? Shake my head, Lamau. Hi there, Arax the Great. What do you mean the slop? This is Kubera. This is a webtoon that has been going on for over a decade, and I'm catching up on it. But nice to meet you. My name is Pyro Bunferno. I'm a Fire Bunny Squirrel fanboy, and it's a pleasure to have you here. I'll be had a nice day so far, and it only gets nicer from here on out. checked a few episodes. The flashback from this episode, Agwen was wearing the same outfit as the one we saw in season 1, when she was fighting Kazakh during the Cataclysm. Hey, you think I would put your lives at risk for a trick? You've done it lots of times before. For example, in season 3, chapter 9. Remember, Huda? Right, I need to finish reading Player. Player? I don't know that webtoon. I know Gamer. The Gamer webtoon, the ending sucked. Let's forget the past and wipe the slate clean. Don't just decide that on your own, you goober. Good, we're ready to start. There's Sagara, my wife. I know Agwen is also like up there on the wife list, but Sagara still remains number 1. To be honest, I should go for Agwen. You know what the problem is? Neither Sagara or Agwen would want me. What? He's a Yaksha Nastika? I'm either a Yaksha Nastika or a Yaksha half. And both sides are like, would they be interested? Describe it. It's really a good action isekai webtoon. Action isekai webtoon. Maybe I heard of it before? Like, I have probably at least seen it. Why I'm only finding Player on Webtoon Indonesia. Is it called Return to Player? No, that's a different one. I only find Player on Webtoon Indonesia and not Webtoon English. Okay, I really Isekai Webtoon really narrows it down. It's a manhwa, I think. Yeah. It's a Korean story. People out here for blood. Shall we begin with our first card? Quite a strong card that can create a stir from inside the city. There's already someone inside the city who is on our side? Yes, Yagara. 7 years ago, why do you think Agni came to Kali Bloom? Only to return to Altera so suddenly. Because there was probably a problem with his summoner. Then who created the problem, do you think? Someone who was in Altera at the time, who could enter a temple thanks to the sponsorship of a high-ranked magician, and on whom Agni's insight wouldn't work. There's only one possible answer. Dad? Do you recognize me? I don't know what you're thinking, but I don't want us to remain like this, so I hoped you would come and speak to me first. But now I know that it will never happen, so I came instead. Dad, please, I'm Agwen, your daughter. He just went in for the hug. Why does he need to do it so menacingly? Oh, that's not a hug. He's protecting her, I think. I think he's protecting her from something. Okay, like average fantasy anime characters. Well, it is one of the OGs. There's Chess. Oh, is Chess on Sagara's side this time? Agni's return to Altera happened in episode 270. Mewin Hael, a 72-year-old pureblood, is Agwen's mother. The woman in bed who was briefly mentioned in 160. Her name's never been mentioned before. It's pretty obvious that mental illnesses exist in this world too. Most cases aren't curable by magic, so their only options medications. It's something difficult to cure completely. Kazakh was escorted to a room with a bed as the only piece of furniture because he kept breaking everything else. Many of you are eagerly anticipating close Shura developments, but it's bold to assume it'll even happen. It's heavily implied that the flashback scene of Agwen and her mother happened as the Cataclysm began, since everyone gathered for Agwen's engagement party. This explains how Agwen's mother, fiancé, and closest friends were killed by Kazakh. It is not stated explicitly in this episode, but Airi's group is searching for the 2 missing priests. What do you mean it's not explicitly stated? That is very much explicitly stated. Hi, Maruket. Dang, missed. Yeah, we yapped for over an hour and you missed the start anyways. Mom being a pure is crazy. Kazakh has a type, I guess. Except that she's his daughter. What are you confused about, Tubaru? Maybe I can help you out a bit. Because you've only joined us later and like not from the beginning of the story. 388. Well, thank you for the follow, Arax. I hope you enjoy your stay. And have a wonderful time with all of us. Yep. Welcome in. Who was that at the end? You mean the horsey? That is Chess. I don't. You probably weren't here for any chapters where Chess was in the chapters. Chess is a very kid with Shura takes a lot of lifespan too, so maybe that's what Aquin blamed on her. Oh, I want for real. I'm hate watching. Trust Lamau. No, not another hate watcher. Not another hate watcher. Chess is Shura, so he's not part of the human side, but he's part of the Kinara Shura tribe, and the Kinara Shura tribe is like the Switzerland of Shuras. They're always neutral. They're always either staying out of conflicts or helping the conflict or helping the side that is like in a disadvantage actually. So they're not completely neutral, but they're always like trying to keep things as balanced as possible, from what I understand. Chess is a character that has been relevant in the story as he has been there for a long time, and he's a strong 4th-stage Shura, so he technically is one of like the more strong characters that we have seen in the story. Probably like in the, I don't want to say top 10, like from the people that we have seen fight, is he in the top 10? From the people that we've seen actively fight. We've seen Agni fight, we've seen Chandra fight, we have seen Gandhava fight, we've seen Maruna fight, we've seen, I don't think he's still in the top 10. I probably don't know who the top 10 would be at the moment. Switzerland of Shuras is crazy, yeah. That my comparison rocks, right? My comparison rocks. Kazakh has fought a lot. Yeah. I do have killed for almost both friends. Kazakh has fought a lot for sure. Kazakh is in the top 10, I assume, because dragons are just that crazy. Okay, good to know at least. Yeah, you know a little bit more now. Kazakh is in the top 10. I would argue that we have not really seen Kali fight, but I would argue Yuta is almost close to be there. Depends if you include people we saw in the flashback. I'm mostly talking about people alive. Like people currently active in the story. Like if we were to do an overall power ranking, then we would need to include other people as well. But if we include like only the people that are confirmed to be alive at the moment. We've seen one long scene with Kali so far. How can she be a top 10? Talk about people active and on Willar, he's probably just outside the top 10. Taraka? Tak? Who's Tak? What? Chess? Did he destroy the building to get me out of the cell? No, that wasn't his intention. His eyes. He's still trapped by my transcendental. What's wrong with him? It's not the first time he's been hit with frozen tears. There's no way he'd be affected this long. And why is he rampaging when I'm not doing anything? I'm sleepy, but Agni isn't around. And there goes the head. Tak is Taksaka, Kazakh's father. Kali is alone by influence. And Taksaka, I don't feel like we have seen Taksaka fight that much. So I cannot really say. Like, I would assume, like, him and the other Nastika are up there. But we haven't really seen Taksaka fight so that for me to put him anywhere. Like, he's an honorable mention. There's Chess! Losing his head won't kill him. He regenerates soon, so listen closely to me now, princess. We may not get another chance to talk. What are you talking about, Dad? We might not get another chance? Mr. Kazak blocked it. Everyone over here! Take it easy. It's not like either of us have vigor to spare. Dad, his eyes. Chess's eyes aren't normally blue. Something must be controlling him. Doing 10 strongest or top 10 with the most fights so far? Not with the most fights. Like top 10 that are currently active, and like I have seen at least enough to properly rate them and not just be like of like verbal information or something. No, Kazak is a good dad, mostly. But he's not a good father-in-law. Not accepting me. What an ass. For most fights, are we counting every time Ran got hit by Rana? That is not a fight. That is not a fight either. The truth is, I don't care who fights a lot necessarily. This isn't good. I have to bring Chess to his senses before Agni gets here. Otherwise, I'll be blamed for all of this. The unusually high transcendental value somewhere around here. Sierra! You said I wasn't Sierra. I made a mistake. I thought someone else was pretending to be you. And now you've changed your mind? Yes, you're still Sierra. Talking about unhindered in the shore realm, Nastikas beat pretty much everybody by a long shot. Blows were exchanged, Pyro. Blows were exchanged. You truly want to make this hard for me, don't you? You truly want to make this hard for me, you idiot. I'm so going to slap your ass. After meeting someone in the node of Taraka, your ideals have changed. The one you met would have looked inside your mind and persuaded you in a way that you couldn't resist. But listen, Sierra, that fancy speech was only intended to make use of you. It would have sounded plausible, but you can't believe it word for word. Same goes for you, Agni. What? Was there no one who looked inside your mind and persuaded you in a way that you could not resist? Sierra, he was a good dude. He was a good dude! Look at his lines. He looks so much older instantly at the moment. Perhaps, Agni, you heard a fancy speech which was merely intended to make use of you. It would have sounded plausible, but you should not have believed it word for word. People are injured over here. Has everyone evacuated? Please do a count. What is that all of a sudden? I heard Chess was lying unconscious since the last attack. A psychological transcendental must be affecting him. The Chess I know would never do this. You sound as if you know him well. Is there any way to calm down? Someone who is special to him, for example? Well, there's a half-kid that he cares about called Lenny, but she's not here at the moment. Where is she? Misty Shore. Lenny's staying at my house while Aquan is there. Here. Okay, then I'll bring her. Huh? Seems to not really untrue, just misleading, using arguments. Not Aquan. Kali is very much a gaslighter. Kali is a gaslighter, girl boss, gatekeep. That's Aquan and Kali. Such a genuine reaction sound. She vanishing like it's nothing. I guess she has full control of the staff of Agni now. After all the time practicing silent magic, she's finally achieved her goal. Well, I don't know if it's a good thing. It's like she's become someone else. Sometimes I think I preferred Brilliff before she got used to the staff of Agni. Well, I half agree. This may sound insensitive, but at a time like this, we do need Brillif's power. That is true. But yes, but who isn't a gaslighter in Kubera? Sagara? Sagara is only speaking the truth. That snake would never lie. She's just my girlie. She would never lie to a soul. Sagara is a pure and innocent maiden. A vestal, pure and innocent maiden. Wait, isn't that the half Agni imprisoned? Did he escape after the building collapsed? We need to catch him before it's too late. Let's... No, stay here and help the others. Rana, you're a recovery magician. Please, let's go. Did Kali lie there? Queen Theo. Nah, Theo is the worst. Always lying. Kali just told fictional stories. Yeah, she's just a storyteller. Vayu, Kubera. Rana, there are still people near Mr. Kazak. What is this bad feeling that I'm getting? Back home. Khan, Ten, come back here. Nya nya, Anna you hag. Study by yourself, sis. We're meant to do this homework together. Hag? Now they're calling their freaking 11-year-old sister a hag? Is she like 11? She's not even 11, I think. Any relation between the stories told by Kali and real events are completely coincidental. Please do not sue Kali. Yeah, please do not sue Cory. Well, it'll be the same whether you do it by yourself or we do it with... Huh? Anna wasn't born 7 years ago. She's quite young, isn't she? Siblings must be fun. Siblings are great. I hate my brother. Nah, growing up with him was fine. Like, growing up is fine. You do a lot of fun stuff. We kind of are very much different people. It feels like we're almost like opposite in many, many things that we like on our outlook on life or something. But we're still brothers. Like when I was in Japan this year, he came to visit for like 3 or 4 days only. No, keep on reading on my second monitor while playing. You guys are on stream, can't hear ya. This idiot, Kokoshi, you idiot, Kokoshi, you idiot. Pyro's googling ages like a creep. I didn't Google her age. I didn't Google her age. Like, because on Christmas I gave my brother a present of like running in the Kyoto Marathon because he likes running like marathons. He's a freak like that. So we had like 1.5 days in Tokyo and like 1.5 days in Kyoto. And then he already like went back home. Nice that you're getting along, yeah. And when he was running the Kyoto Marathon, I was like, I rented a bike and was like driving from like spot to spot to see him like on multiple occasions in the marathon and record like a little video of him running the marathon. But yeah. But he's also very exhausting for me because he's just he's such a like know-it-all. It's suffocating because they always team up on me in games, but I would kill for them. I'm a bad bun. Oh, he came for a marathon. He must be a gym bro. He's not really a gym bro. Like, he's an overcompensator. Because he's working so much, he overcompensates with his sports. And it's like, okay, I'm normally working from, I don't know, 6 a.m. till midnight or something. So in my little bit of free time that I have, I need to do extreme sport. So, like, he runs marathons, has done, like, at least 4 or 5 of them already, I think. This year, he also ran a desert run, which was, like, it was not like the Sahara, but it's, like, very close to, like, like, it's somewhere in Egypt. I think it was somewhere in Egypt where the desert run was. And it basically was, like, over a course of, like, 5 days or something, run like some sort of insane amount of kilometers. You don't want to know how his feet looked after these runs, after this desert run. That was insane. And I think now he signed up for some other crazy run. I don't know if it's called I don't remember if it was an Ironman. If you guys don't know what an Ironman is, an Ironman is a specific type of like contest or something where people run a very long distance, swim a very long distance, and ride a bicycle a very long distance. And it's almost like the highest degree of like insane sports discipline or something. What's the name of the event? Hi there, Joji. It's really impressive, but it's also stupid because it's not healthy in my opinion. I don't think it's healthy to make these super insane runs and everything. Where did Theo go? Many Shuras survive losing their heads. The real problem is restoring their head quickly enough. The regeneration's poor, they'll have to use transcendental regenerative attack, say ASAP, since most situations without a head lead to death. Kazakh disintegrated Chess head many times before when he was younger. He was on... TM Opera O Opera O. Hi there, Koku. Hi there, Koku. Hi there, Koku. Hi there, Kok. Hi there, Kok. Kokushi VT. You were playing GeoGuessr. You were here. We're also in the Discord. Test human indomitable spirit. I think it's stupid. I hope you had fun in your stream. Welcome in. Coco is a VTuber that I recently got to know, and we have DM'd a bit here. We have not DM'd that much, but we've been like on the server messaging, not DMing, but on server talking. Hi there, Theo. Welcome in. To introduce myself to the Coco people, my name is Pyro Bunferno. I'm a fire bunny squirrel. Manly man. Manly man. Not a femboy. I am a femboy. We're reading a bit of a webtoon today. The server than DMs, a lot more. Yeah, gotta talk on the server. It's also more normal to talk on the server. Ironman is a famous triathlon, but probably not the only one. Ironman is like Ironman sports. An Ironman is a long-distance multi-sport run. It included 3.8 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer bike ride, and a 42.2 kilometer run. And they must all be completed in a row without stopping. This is insane to me. It was a heart. The heart kind of died at some point, I guess. He's under 7. Run and Rana really were busy. To me, this is just insane. Like, you make 3.8 kilometers swimming is insane. 180 kilometers bike ride is also insane. And then you need to run an entire marathon, basically. And all back to back to back to back. This is just insane. This is just insane. It's not a heart anymore. It seems that after leaving Kuku's place, your heart was broken. Well, alright, bad bun, I'm so fried. It's late for you, right? I don't remember time zones yet for you people. But I think it was late for you. 11 PM. That is late. That is late. Okay. Just right after stream. Kinda like it if I can do it. Nah, I think it's too much. I think there are certain things that humans just shouldn't do. Kata can use invisible breath from his hands, not just from his mouth, but the hand version is weaker. I think it's too much. Tell it to cave divers. Cave divers is also stupid. Cave diving is also just super stupid. Don't do that. There's a reason why just do there's so much stuff that you can do that is like not going to destroy your body. Oh, stop. Why would you throw balls at me? Oh yeah, cheese. Nah, no, that was balls as well. Stop doing balls! At least give me cheese! I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get angry at you, man. Grrr. Grrr. That's a brick. That was a brick. I am so... Oh, jeez. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Points for cheese. Betrayer. Actual betrayer. How about Fent? Don't get me started on Fent. Thibaut, what do you mean how about Fent? What do you mean how about Fent, Thibaut? Huh? Cave diving. Okay, they are divers who in cases who are stuck underwater. Depends on the risk. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a pain, what a suffering. Rift diving sounds great though. You know what you should do? Just read a webtoon. Read a book. What happened to reading a book as a normal hobby? Nowadays people need to run their Ironmans, go cave diving, do crazy stuff. What happened to reading a book? Not to do things that are bad for your body, but I don't know, fan sounds worth it. Thibaut, no. No. I should not have even read that. I should not have even read that. Reading is nice. When's the last time you read a book? So, we're not counting webtoons and manga, I assume. We're not counting anything that I read digitally, I guess? We're only counting physical? Or like... Because I'm reading a book right now. Like, Kubera is also a book. It's a manhwa. There's a physical form. I'm just reading the digital form. Leviathan is great. Really good water and underwater horror adventure. Books are great. Wait, do manga count too? Then today. I mean, manga are a variant of books, right? I would say, like, manga are a book, but not every book is a manga, right? Like, in that way. Just like books are then separated into there's novels, there's noveletta, there's light novel, there's Kubera does count as a book. Kubera does count as a book. How would you not count as a book? There's a physical version. There's a physical book. You can literally read it physically. Actual book, but Kubera is kind of a book. It was meant to be a series of novels. A physical book must have been longer ago, because I'm mainly reading online nowadays, right? Books equals no pictures emo. I think books is all of them. I think book is like an overarching term. I think books is an overarching term used for everything. And if you want the books that are only with words, then it would probably be a novel or something. I've read like a few chapters of some stuff like recently, like not even a week ago or something, but like there was only like a few chapters and not like really going through like an entire book or something. And one day I want to be at a VTuber con as well. Maybe one day I can go to V Expo. No, there are poems, essays, not just novels. Well, I wouldn't call a poem a book. Them's the rules. Screw you. Books can have pictures. It's at least literature. All stories, not books. I mean, they are all stories, But books are like the physical form of stories. And then books get further separate. So, give me a second. So if we want to do that, we have stories, which get separated into verbal stories and physical stories. And physical stories further gets like, I'm just putting that very far away. Physical stories can be like, there can be like, not like physical stories, aka books. So there can be novel, noveletta, manga, light novel, manhwa, manhua. Like all of these are book variants. I guess poetry books also, like poetry, like books specified. About imaginary stories, the ones you make up in your head. Those would fall under verbal stories. Those would fall under verbal stories. Even if they're not verbally spoken, they would fall under, like, not written down. Fanfiction smut aren't books, or shouldn't be. Have at least reworked as proper book smut. Yeah, like, I guess stories, and then you separate stories into, like, books and other things. I don't know. Doesn't need to make sense. Fanfiction and smut can be books. Smut for sure can be books. Oh, you said fanfiction smut. Those stories as opposed to what your mom does, which is... Mods, ban this guy. Mods, take this guy out the back and use a sword. Mods, show this guy the closest skyscraper and make him walk forward. Mods, take his TH away and turn him into Ebo. Whoa! Crunch, crunch, crunch. Someone's going to get killed at this rate. To try waking him up, I need to get nearer. If I were as strong as I was 7 years ago, I wouldn't need to worry, but now... Where do you think you're going? If you're taking the opportunity to run for it, I'd advise you not to. Miss Rish! Rish? Rish where? Miss Rish, don't you remember me? What are you talking about? Hey, this is Lise. Rish is someone else. I did once use the name Rish briefly. Really? Did you know this half back then? But the half I met then looked totally different. Who are you? I'll explain later. He's so bad at keeping up his cover. Fanfiction counts. It counts as long as someone else can read it. But no, please help me to get close to Chess. I need to be here near him to bring him back to his senses. No, what you're trying to do is join up with him. Isn't it more logical to think that Chess got you out of the cell because he's on your side? And now that Mr. Kazak has appeared and things aren't going to your plan, you're both going to make a run for it. They are published, but books can be fanfiction. Yes, just where did editors and reworking and stuff go. That was calling Maruna bird brain. He's so stupid. He's just a mushroom brain, man. He's a fish brain. Using this fragment is the right answer. I'm sure of it. Why interrupt my solitary bath? You want to push over that you can desert when something isn't to your liking and use when you're in need, isn't that right? I know you will help me despite what you say. Really? Only the likes of Babo Kim would show devotion without receiving anything in return. He isn't stupid, he's just a bit immature. Big fish, big brain. No, small fish, small brain. What I stand to gain by helping you. To win against time. Did you not say you had joined this battle to win against time? I'm your summoner, and one who bears the name of Kubera. A card you cannot afford to lose. If you do not help me, I will walk into the jaws of death alone. Ha! I'd almost forgotten. What a crappy card I drew. I was at a disadvantage from the very beginning. Are you going to help me or not? Yes. Gods, Priestess Brilith, what brings you here? I'm here for a half-child called Lenny. I was told she was staying here. Lenny isn't here right now. She went out a while ago with the Syrop children. By themselves? At this time of night? Of course, they're not by themselves. They have their guardian with them. Guardian? Yay, an adventure! Who's their guardian? Who could their guardian be? Like Grandpa? Who could the guardian be? Chandra fan service? Yeah, truly the biggest of fan services. Truest, the biggest of services. My god, where's the mating press when you need it? Content, stop jumping around and keep to the path. Why is the totally not suspicious guardian? Totally not suspicious guardian. Like seeing Lila without her mask is more of a fan service. And we have seen her quite often without the mask at this point. Who cares? We have a strong bodyguard. Although his magic is rubbish. Yeah, that's the problem. But it's okay, because he's so strong. Yeah, if not brains, then bronze. Hey, where do they learn language like that? Why, it's cute. Damn, that guy got aura. Cute my ass. 10, did you hear Lenny? Did you hear? Lenny says I'm cute. Huh? Really? What about me, Lenny? You're both cute. Can't actually tell them apart. Did you hear, Ansyrov? Try to be more like Lenny. You little. Show me your respect, you show Lenny. Yeah, and Granny. Hey! She's like 2 or 3 years older than them. I don't know how old Lenny is because she's like a half as much as I can remember. She's a half. She's not a full Shura. Like, we are made to think at the moment that she's a half. They always call her a half. But I don't know why Chess is hanging around with a half. Did we ever get an explanation? I don't think we got an explanation on that. Is something serious going on? Why did you come to pick us up at this time of the night? I'm not sure what it is, but if you were in a hurry, it would have been faster to ask Chess. She's probably 10-ish, half age, so 40. Should respect her, she can punch like Rana. Like 30-40. That is indeed a 30 to 40-year-old woman. Thank you very much, Kubera. How does... Okay, this is going to be sounding very bad, and don't judge me for it. But it's an interesting question that I haven't... I think we talked about before, but I don't remember if I... like, the actual talk. How does half and quarter legality work? If she's 30 or 40 years old, but physically and mentally only like 10, then like, she shouldn't be allowed to like drink or get married or other things, right? Also, just go read when you ask why, just put a pin on it, into it. I don't know if you know, but Chess is a really fast runner. It's okay, there's someone faster than Chess. Let's go further on, we're still too near the city. Leave the children here. She's not legal until whatever the age is times 4, I presume. So basically she needs to be like 18 times 4. Huh? Priestess Brilith! Half's age slower as 2 quarters, look at Run. I mean, I know the age slower, that's why I asked the question. It's mental age that matters. Priestess Brilith? Did you say Brilith? Really? That's funny. By what right do you demand that when I am the guardian? And by what right do you pretend to be the guardian? I suppose you left your half phobia back on Conche, Mr. Ransyrov. So it's somebody disguising as Ran. Why would... Okay, Anna is really mature for her age. Don't say that. That's never good to say. Don't never say mature for that age. I hate that statement. They're really mature for their age. That's the statement that a freaking 20-year-old does when they're dating a 16-year-old. Yeah, she's just 16, but she's really mature for her age. Like, oh god. Why would Run Cyrov need to disguise himself? Pyro is really mature for his age. Considering that I'm 19 years old, of course that's the case. Yes, guys, I'm talking about this. I'm very much 19 years old. So for anyone that watched me when I started reading Kubera, who was a minor back then, I started streaming in 2021. So if I am 19 years old, that means I started streaming when I was 14. Ooh. He's very responsible, okay? You are making regular statements if they're sounding bad. Ugh. Why would Run need to disguise himself, by the way? This is like the most suspicious thing ever. Why would he need to like put on a random ass cloak that that disguises himself when he's out with his children and Lenny? Why would he need to disguise himself? A Pyro fanfiction smack then. Dangerous stuff. That's funny. Because this for sure is not the real Run. This for sure is not the real Run. Is Agon okay? There are 4 siblings, so where's the 4th? I mean, it's a baby, it's probably at home. Uninherited their brown hair from Run, whose father had brown hair. The Is It Kali game continues. We're currently still in April. Damn, that's a lot of chapters. How are we still in April? We read like 4 chapters. That's more than what's supposed to be come out in a weekly webtoon in a month. Questions. Well, why would he take Lenny too? I was thinking it might be Asha, but Run ate the baby. No! I was thinking it might be Asha. 4 to 5 Mondays in a month. I guess, but we started on the 9th of April, and after 4 chapters we're barely at the end. I don't know. Yeah, and it probably was like still catching up at this stage, so it might have been multiple. 2019? I don't know. There's no meat on babies though. Well, you know that oftentimes we eat things that barely have any meat and call them delicacies and make them extra expensive. Like frog legs. There's not that much meat on frog legs, but they're super expensive because there's not that much meat on them. So what if my health phobia has disappeared? Do I need to tremble in front of halves all of my life? Human beings have the ability to overcome their weaknesses. Whatever is overcome, no one would transform completely. No one would transform completely in so short of a time. And what about your own transformation? Are people around you all nice enough to not comment? I've only returned to being the person I was. This is my true self, and my past personality was only a product of memory loss. Yeah? Then you'd better return to having memory loss. What will it take? A hard knock on the head? That is a Shura. That is a Shura. A Yaksha? Caught up during season 2. There were weekly episodes here. I still eat veal. Veal. Ominous. He's definitely not human. That's a superior Shura disguised as Run. Has Asha or Sagara joined forces with a superior Shura? Or as Kali? This won't protect you long. Better decide quick. Are you going to fight properly or run? If I flee, the children. Bhavati Agni. Dad? Dad! Run just got bitten by a werewolf. Totally not sus. Has a problem arisen somewhere else? Then please do attend to it. I won't be here when you return, but it would be wise not to look for me. Nothing you say will have any effect on me. So instead of wasting your time, devote your energies elsewhere. You were concerned for my welfare before the fragment experiment, so I'm giving you this advice in return. I hope you make your decision quickly, before it is too late. But why would it protect Run's children? Though, yay, a werewolf. I mean, is it protecting the children? Or is it just like, they went out, they were able to go out because there was a guardian there, and guardian is just like the fake excuse? To be honest, why would they say, I don't like this writing. I'm gonna say it. If the people, this person is disguised as Run. So why is that person wearing a coat, first of all? Why is this wearing this weird coat if they're disguised as Run already? And why would the people say that the children are out with a guardian instead of saying they're out with their dad? Like, why? Unless, like, the people of the, like, mansion didn't know that it was Run and really just thought it was some sort of guardian. But, like if they didn't know who that guardian was, then why would they let the children out with the guardian? So they must have known. Run was wearing the same cloak at some point. Could be. But if they know it's Run, if these people, workers, know that this was Run, then why did they say they're out with a guardian? If they said it was their... Did they say a guardian or with their guardian? Explained to Brilliant off screen, but Curry skipped it to add suspense. Maybe. Brilliant asked who the guardian is, for dramatic purpose. Dad! No, you too. If you try going nearer, Mr. Run will be in even more danger. Yes, come Ten. If we want to help Dad, we have to run. Don't worry, kids. Dad is alive. Trying to kill a father in front of his children. I wonder, would the god laugh this heartless side of you too? What? Enough of your games! Stop, Brilith! Why are you attacking Run? That's Ashura pretending to be Run. He just tried to kill me. What? God Agni, I just managed to get back from Concha. I don't know why I'm being attacked. White hair, dark skin. There's no way that it's like surified. They said their guardian. Okay. There's no way this is surified Run. Use insight. Made a mistake, Brilith. He's Run Syraf. Now he's putting on an act earlier. Whatever you see or think, my insight is more accurate. I still love you, but it saddens me to see you grow so blind to the value of lives and the goodwill of others. However, much experience and knowledge you have, you can still be wrong because you cannot see into others' minds. Look at the situation. Look at those children's faces. Based on a wrong judgment, you almost committed the atrocity of killing a father in front of his children. Okay, I stopped. Just read. How can you of all people try to lecture me like that? Don't stop me, Agni. You're the one being deceived as you were back then. If he isn't killed right now. What? Why did she collapse? I used power elsewhere to use up Brilla's vigor. Like, she's asleep because she's out of vigor? But doesn't that weaken you as well, God Agni? Leave us be and mind your children. Okay, this kinda, like, really looks like Run, but I just don't know. Okay. You said you would always put my decision first. Liar. I can't stand by and allow you to commit the sin of murder, Brilith. And Brilith could be a bit crazy, so it's understandable to doubt it. Is this the end of our reading session? Temple of Water, Misty Shore. We have used every method to keep her asleep as long as possible without harm to her health. Still, she will wake when her vigor is significantly replenished. It's fine, that's good enough, Eileen. Brilith only attacked Run, and it was a temporary lapse in judgment. She won't do anything dangerous after she's had some rest. Of course, Run had better be somewhere else by then. Thank you for helping me, God Agni. You're welcome. I suppose your actions were due to some kind of information you obtained, like Lise. Can you explain why you tried to take the children out of the city? Yes. Yuta told me something when he was helping me escape Concha. That among those children, there's an important soul, and that someone would appear in Misty Shore to try to steal that soul. I thought it was why Priestess Brilith suddenly appeared. Oh my god, this is all Kali manipulation. I guess Run could have returned because it's like Lee's returned, and then it took some time until another person could return. So Run returned like later than Liz, but he did return. I like those goat toes. Something about those look very cute to me. Brillow's berry has the same she used against Chandra earlier. Anne's vocabulary and manner of speech is atypical of a 7-year-old, but she's a lot like Rana. The twins are 6 and 7? Crazy. And Lenny's 45. Since Lenny's a half, she appears to be 1/4 her real age, in this case about 11 years old. Why would Ron be afraid of Lenny? Wouldn't be afraid of Lenny. It's also important in some way, and under 7 years. Maybe it's like a thing of, that's a child. I don't know if he was like afraid of, what is Bunny Girl called again? I don't remember if he was afraid of Bunny Girl. I don't remember if he was afraid of half children. I don't remember. It could also be that something just happened to adjust his mind a bit more. Like, maybe he has some sort of help from Utah that keeps his mind more secure, less scared. Could be a lot of things. Man, I need to clean my keyboard again at some point. I can see so much dirt underneath the keyboard pieces. Holy sheesh, there's so much garbage underneath my keyboard. And it's always after the WASD buttons. And I'll do that later. Elwyn had to say goodbyes from distance like 40 episodes ago because of Run, so he was afraid of Elwyn. Or is he crazy? Ugh, questions upon questions. WASD. I don't remember what the keys are. Oh god, my memory of recollection. Where do all of these keys belong to now? I want to help you. This, I need to write FCX. X must be down here, I think. F must be here and C must be down here, I think. I think F is next to G. C is next to V and X is here. Is this right? Really, so many questions again. We got more questions in this week's reading. Is this right? X, C, F. Yeah, I might have the right choice. So many questions again. Is this really Run? How did he manage to return? Why is he not afraid of a half at the moment? What did Brilliff see? Was it truly like illusion, or did Run surefy actually? And that's what she saw. That's what she saw. Sorry, that was my door. It smashed closed because of wind. That must have been loud in your ears. I apologize. I hope nobody got impregnated. There must be a lot of souls are mentioned. Yeah, souls. But we're not even anymore in like the chapter talking about souls and everything. We're in the chapter of like the words that didn't reach you. Which very much is alluded that the words that didn't reach you is multiple times going to be the words I love you. That the words of Brilliff, I love you, never reached Agni. That Kasak is going to die here and is never going to be able to say, Princess, I love you. that chess might even be able to dying here, and like his words are not going to reach Lenny's ears. Then there could be something of like Rana and Run and the children. There could be something about Gandharva's words never reaching Theo. Gandharva's words of like trying to remove the mind control of Chess, like Gandharva's words not reaching Chess. Who else is wording around? Who else is wording around? What are they wording for? I think those are a lot of meanings. Or Agni to not be flooded with old lives, Brilith. Most certainly that could be the case. Most certainly that could be the case. Most certainly that could be the case. Haha. Pyro Mouse here. I hope all of you enjoyed the reading section of Kubera today. Next week we're going to finish the words that never reached you. Oh yeah. Next week you guys will have fun with more the words that never reached you. Oh boy. You need 15 episodes next week? Is this how long the chapter is? I didn't know that this chapter was this long. I thought it was only 10 chapters. Oh, no. Then I split it longer. I'm reading 5 chapters a week. Most of the times I can go over this with you guys again so you guys can see it again. I redid my reading sections yesterday. So right now we are here, 386 to 390. And then, as I said, it's going to be mostly 5 chapters. As you can see, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, 5 chapters. Like, it's mostly always the same. At some point, there's going to be some outliers. Like, I actually think something is wrong here. I don't know, like, maybe sometimes there's more, sometimes there could be 6 chapters. Other times there's going to be even more chapters in 1 week. Like in this week there will be 5-7, in the week of chapter 527 to 534, that is going to be 1 week. That is going to be 1 week. Just like the week of 535 to 542. Maybe I'm going to separate them as well. But I kept them in as 1 because separating them into 5 and then the rest didn't make sense. And I didn't want to make them into like 3 and 4 or something. Because I think that's 7? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 8 chapters. So I could do 4, 4. Kubera Una crossover would be great. Kubera Una? What's Kubera? What's Una? What's Kubera, huh? Look at this. My reading list, as you can see, goes up a long time. With the latest reading here being all the way into the 700s. The last reading thing that I have written down here is 704 until 708. Chess as Una. The latest thing I wrote down is chapter 708. Which chapter are we at the moment? That shows how long I have this prepared. We're currently at 728. We're currently at 728. So... so that means I made this around 20 weeks ago. Around 20 weeks ago, I prepared all of this like in advance. And I'm not going to make like anything behind 708 until I'm caught up. Like when I reach chapter 704 until 708, I will then make the next sections of stuff. Because technically, this is supposed to be like my streaming thumbnails for 2026. And I know that some of these Kubera streams are not in 2026. So, that, yeah. Yeah. At least we know you'll keep on reading Kubera till the end. Unless something very massive happens. Like, if something like Tower of God happens, where I lose complete interest because the writing for the story has turned absolutely horrible, terrible, complete garbage, then I will very much keep on reading. At least, okay, take Queen Layla to, she's 2 is better than Sagara. Ooh, whoa, Sagara is peak. I could even ask you about this week's read. The next 3 parts of this chapters are more interesting, Emo. It's a bit more of a... As I said, we had a bit more of a like setup part, right? Because we started learning more about the... we started more about the conflict with... We saw the Aguen Kazakh thing. We saw the Cataclysm situation with Aguen Kazakh and Mom. We saw Chess being mind-controlled and Gandava acting. We saw that Sagara and the people were acting. We also saw that Hura... Clove and Cloche were encountering the search squad for Theo. So we know that there's a lot of stuff going on, but all of these things that are currently being set up are not yet like developing. They're set up, but they're not yet developing. So we will need to wait until the next week to see how these things develop. How things go on from here. How crazy stuff can happen. Also know whatever happens to Run is fun. Because Run is fun. Run is fun. Uh, 3.2k points. Well, Kubera's writing is super consistent. It's just very dense, but I know you'll manage it. I'm also very dense. I'm super dense. So that's going to be all okay. It's going to be all okay. A-okay. That's a nice ass. I want to raid into that person. They're not streaming on Sunday. Wait, Sunday is... Wait, they're streaming today. I could raid into them today. They're streaming Fields of Mystria. Pyro got a fat ass. Sparky's killed. I would never. Let's see. Is she actually live? Wait, when is it supposed to start? 9 p.m. CEST. Is it CEST? Yeah, that's my time. 9 p.m. is in 30 minutes, right? So she's not live at the moment yet. I mean, we're still yapping a bit, so it's probably going to be working when the time comes. Videos. This person streamed 3 days ago. And she's supposed to stream today, right? Fields of Mystery on Monday. Yeah. Okay. Keep that name open. Readable with layers and consistent, which is very impressive with you, honestly. You want to talk to Stall? I mean, we're going to talk much more. Don't worry. You said what I was thinking. But I think the Kubera section is over. I think Kubera we round up. I also talked a bit. So I apologize for the Kubera readers because we did like this is already a 2-hour stream on YouTube as well, and like the Kubera part was like what, like an hour around, a bit more than an hour. Like Kubera is about half of it, I guess. But there wasn't that much to discuss this time, so I apologize for not having that much to discuss. But that's just the thing with reading 5 chapters. But you gotta balance it out. If I read too many chapters, I catch up too fast, guys, right? And if I catch up, I can only read 1 chapter a week. That's also a question I wanted to ask. When I catch up, do you guys want me to read weekly? Or do you want me to read monthly? Like, every month at the end, when there's like 4 chapters out, I read the 4 chapters that are out. So that we have a little bit of a bulk to read. But that means only a monthly Kubera stream. Thanks for stream. Next week will be more interesting, I think. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Good question, good question. For Tower of God and over Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, I always did like... I did weekly. But that of course meant that the streams when I did weekly reads were basically just like around an hour to 2 hours long, with like around hour to hour and a half mostly, because that's just sometimes how long these chapters are, right? But gotta see. It's fine either way, and there's quite a bit. We will see. We'll see. We still have like a year till then, but I think weekly will be better, emo. It's fun to discuss. Chapters are also longer nowadays, and they're pretty dense. Stop calling me dense! I mean, we can do weekly for sure, because then we can discuss, as you say. I don't know if like Raws are ahead of Webtoon. I don't know when Raws release, and I don't know when Webtoon releases. Or like when fan translation releases compared to Webtoon. And I don't know how far Korea is ahead. And like if I'm reading only on Webtoon, will you guys still be ahead of me if I'm caught up? Or will you be on the same chapter but you will just read it like a few days earlier because you don't read on Webtoon? Can't believe my new One Piece video is out. Crazy. 0 views. As intended. Who the hell is? So, I'll always be ahead of you, but it'll be fun to pick up your brain. I mean, I enjoy it. Like, as long as you don't spoil. I never care if anyone is ahead of me. I'm tired. Yum, 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 yum. There was one thing that I had in mind and I just forgot this instant. Kubera, weekly read. I mean, as we said, for me to catch up with roughly 5 chapters a week, and I'm currently on what? I'm on chapter 391. And there's around 728. So we need to do 728 minus 390. That's 338 chapters left. If we do 5 chapters a week, that would mean I would need 67. I would need 6-7 weeks until I'm caught up. I need 6-7 weeks until I'm caught up to the point that's currently out there. Need to scan since they're better translated. I don't know, but I'm fearing Webtoons might on my butthole. I need 6-7 weeks until I'm caught up. But of course, in these 6-7 weeks, there will be approximately also 67 more chapters, unless there's like breaks. And I won't be able to stream every week. Like I will stream daily, right? Because I try to do my daily streams. But when I'm in Japan next year, for example, I won't be able to read Kubera while I'm in Japan. So that will be like, might be getting a break soon. Translated. You can read them after Webtoons too. Hyderpate as well. Maybe a yearish break? Huh. That means there won't be any chapters while I catch up, so I will actually generally catch up faster. Even if I don't read for like a month or something. It's funny that the number actually was 6-7. It's funny that the number was actually 6-7. No more 6-7. Fair. Keep fighting future burnout like Kali and Vishnu. I mean, it's going to be fine. I'm taking my time, 5 chapters a week. If I don't feel like reading Kubera, I will say that I don't feel like reading Kubera. I'm not forcing myself to read 5 chapters a week. I'm completely happy with reading 5 chapters a week. If I need a break, I will say I will take a break. And, okay, like Rocky. So, all of you will keep on going with me through my Kubera journey. Will be with me until the very end. Will be with me until Kali destroys the universe, or until the one true last god, Pyro, remains standing. But for now, you YouTube frogs can be killed. It's time to bring out the big guns. Where was it? Wasn't it this? Oh, it was this. I'm stupid. What? What? We had to pace you feel like that. Even Haku took a 1-year break, Lamau. We always take our breaks. That's what the greatest of that's what the greatest always do. What the hell? Am I stupid? No, no, not hot water. Good week, everyone. Anyways, no gun for you this week. I'm stupid. I cannot figure out my gun right now. But YouTube side, I'm going to murder you now. Bang! Goodbye, YouTubers. Have a nice rest of your week. See you for the next Kubera stream or somewhere on Twitch. Bye, YouTube.